Hey everybody, welcome to Zenfolio Live. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Success, and I want to say thank you for joining me and hanging out with me today. Now, unfortunately, I'm not live today. This is pre-recorded, but please don't jump off. I've got some really good announcements and some really important information that you're going to want to make sure that you hang out for. Today, what we're going to be talking about is how to sell your own prints and products through Zenfolio. So this is for you guys who maybe are just getting started on Zenfolio, or maybe you've been with us for a while and you want to offer some prints and products that our integrated vendors don't offer. Maybe you print yourself, maybe you want to use a local lab. This is going to be the live stream that you want to make sure that you watch, because I'm going to show you how to do this. So first, we're going to go through the options that you have for selling your own prints and products through Zenfolio. You have pre-order, and then you have the actual self-fulfillment feature. We're going to talk about each one, and I'm going to explain when you should use pre-order versus when you should use self-fulfilled products. Then we're actually going to go through the process of setting up self-fulfilled products. So I'm going to take you through creating the products, creating shipping methods, creating packages, bringing those together on a price list, and actually making that stuff available for your clients to purchase. So we're going to go through all of that today. Now today, hanging out with me, taking care of you guys in chat, I've got Richard.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the chat.
All right, so we got a couple of announcements. First of all, there is only 2 days left in the May photo contest. That's today and that's tomorrow. So if you haven't entered yet, you still have 2 days to enter the photo contest to win a free Zenfolio account for a year. The link to enter that contest is going to be in the description below this video. If you're watching the recorded version of this and it's a couple of days later, if it's June and you're watching the recorded version of this, that link is not going to work because unfortunately the entry date has passed. But like I said, guys, if you're watching the live stream, or if it's still May and you're watching this, you have up until the last day of May to enter the photo contest. Now, the way the photo contest works is you enter it, you submit your image, get that share link, make sure that you're sharing it out on your social media and getting people to vote for your photo. The 10 photos with the most votes are going to go to our panel of judges, who will then select the winner. And speaking of the top 10 photos, let me show you guys really quick the current leaderboard as of Wednesday, May 29th. So in first place, hanging out still with 468 votes, we have Trisha Smathers with her April Sunset at an Ohio winery. In second, 436 votes, Mandy Fiok with Dance Among the Flowers. New on the leaderboard is Raymond. I'm going to mess your last name up, Raymond, so I'm sorry. I'm not even going to try to say it. With 414 votes, that's a Trash the Dress session that was going on there. Kylie Panado hanging on to fourth with 324 votes. And then in fifth with 307 votes, we have Marissa Hall. Coming in sixth place, another new one on the leaderboard, we have Kara Holdman with 295 votes. That's Kalina Ballerina. In seventh place with 291 votes, we have Megan Resch. I think I said it right. Eighth place, Amy Caswell, 287 votes. In a forest of trees, be a flower. In ninth place with 260 votes is Erin Braganza with a Sydney garden in Australia. And then coming up in 10th place, David Pickering, enjoying shooting a brief window of tulips in Missouri for spring of 2019. So guys, there are still 2 days left, and there are some photos that are really close to breaking into this leaderboard. So don't stop yet. If you've submitted a photo, or if you're submitting a photo now, get that share link out on your social media pages and get your fans and followers and friends and families and everybody else to vote for your photo. The important thing is that you're in that top 10 come May or June 1st, because it closes the last day of May, and then our judge is going to review it in June. And then next week, June 6th, mark your calendars down, I am going to announce the winners here on Zenfolio Live June 6th, which is next Thursday, guys. So make sure you put that down in your calendars. Okay, I also want to let you know that we're going to be opening up a June photo contest. That's going to start the first day of June. I'm going to give you a hint at what the theme is going to be. So make sure that you stick around till the end of the broadcast today, and you're going to get some hints on what that theme is going to be. So that way you can start going ahead and getting those wheels turning, get some images or get an image crafted up in your mind for that photo contest. So make sure that you stick around till the end of the broadcast today, and you're going to see that hint. That photo contest is going to start in June. Same prize, a free year of a Zenfolio account. It's going to be the same. It's going to work the same way. The top 10 photos are going to get passed into the judges. The judges are going to choose the winner. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the topic today, which is how to sell your own prints and products on Zenfolio. So here we are in my Zenfolio account. And as I was telling you earlier, there are two different options that you have for selling self-fulfilled products through Zenfolio. Now, in the past couple of months, we've talked a lot about pre-order here on the live stream. So I'm not going to go through pre-order in detail. I'm just going to say that you can use the pre-order feature to sell your own prints and products. Now, when it comes to when should you use pre-order versus self-fulfilled products, you want to use pre-order if you don't necessarily need your clients to go in and pick images for that print or product. So let's say that maybe you have a signature print. Maybe you're a painter. Maybe you took a really special photograph, or maybe you have maybe you have some like gift cards or anything like that you don't really need clients to go in and you don't really need them to go in and choose a photo for. It's a set product with a set photo. That's when you would use pre-order. Or if you're selling a service, or if you're selling something that you kind of created, you can use pre-order because people don't need to select images. It's already there. And so if you're not familiar with pre-order, make sure that you go back through a couple of months back and watch the live streams all about pre-order. But basically, you can sell self-fulfilled products through pre-order as long as you don't really need your clients to go in and pick the images. And even if you need them to do that, it's possible through pre-order, but I wouldn't recommend it. If you want them to pick the print or the images, you're going to want to go a self-fulfilled product route. So again, pre-order is useful for selling self-fulfilled products if you don't need your clients to choose the images that they want to use. Either you're going to choose it, or or it's just a set image that's in that product and they can't change it. Now, if you need them to be able to choose products, maybe you print your own, maybe you want to use a local lab, maybe you have some handmade products that you apply prints to somehow, and you need your clients to be able to choose the photos that they want. That is where self-fulfilled comes really in handy, and I'm going to show you how to do this process right now. Now, the first thing that we need to do is we need to go and create our products. So we're going to go to selling, and we're going to go right here to this self-fulfilled products section. And right now, this is completely empty on this account, so we're starting from scratch. This is going to be the full process all the way through. Now, if you guys have questions as I'm going through this, unfortunately, I'm not here to answer them live, but I know that Richard can take really good care of you guys in chat. So make sure that you hammer those questions in chat, and he's going to get those answered for you today. If you're watching the recorded version of this and you have a question, you can hit up the link in the description below that says questions for next week, and I'll answer that question live the following week. But like I said, Richard's hanging out with you guys in chat. Make sure that you get your questions over to him in that chat. Okay, so let's start out with creating a self-fulfilled product. So let's say that we want to print ourselves. I'm going to keep it simple. Please use your imagination to know that you can do a lot with self-fulfilled products. I'm going to keep this really simple and just go through the basic steps and show you how to get it all set up. What products you offer are pretty much limited to whatever you can dream up that you want to offer. But let's say that we want to offer some prints as self-fulfilled products because either we print ourselves or we want to use a local lab. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go up here and we're going to click Add Product. And now when we do this the first time, I like to do self-fulfilled products a little differently than most people probably do. I like to create the products first before we create a shipping method. And that's what this little warning message is telling me. It's telling me that I don't have any shipping methods. I understand that, and I want to create the products first because when I go to create the shipping method, it's actually really helpful to have a reference. That probably doesn't make any sense right now, but it's going to make a lot of sense here in just a minute. So the first time you do this, you're probably going to see something like this pop up. Just go ahead and hit cancel and keep on going with your product creation. So in this case, we're going to give us a title. We're just going to say this is an 8x10 print right here. Now, if you want to offer different paper options, maybe you want to offer like metallic, luster, or matte, you would want to create a product for each one of those. So you would want to say 8x10 print matte paper, maybe 8x10 print metal paper. You would want to create a product for each one of those. I'm going to keep it simple and just leave this to be 8x10 print. If you or the lab that you plan on using to fulfill this product has an internal product ID, you can paste that right in here. And then you're going to choose your product type. Now I am using photos for this, so this is going to be a photo, so we're going to leave this set to photos. And then we need to give it a description. Now I usually just copy and paste the description or the title down here into the description. I would not spend a lot of time on the description of this self-fulfilled product because if you're using QuickShop, which is what I recommend, that description's not going to show up in there anyway. So that's something to keep in mind. All right. Now, if you're using the shop pages, that description will show, and it's helpful to have some information in there. And I can show you the difference of those later on. Okay, so what we're going to do is move on down here. If you want to let your clients leave you a note about this product or about that order, you can leave this option unchecked. Personally, I kind of like to eliminate a bunch of the little click here things, and I want my clients focused. I don't want them trying to figure out what different options do, so I usually uncheck this. Now, go ahead and select your product currency here. I'm going to leave mine in US dollars, but we have all these other currencies that you can offer. If you want to sell internationally, you will need to create a product per currency that you want to accept. So you can duplicate a product and change its currency and then save it. All right, next is going to be the base cost. Now, this base cost is not what you want to sell this print for. This base cost is how much it charges or how much it costs you to have this print produced. So let's say for an 8x10, it costs me $1.50. So we're just going to put $1.50 in here. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that later on down the road, when you're looking at your order reports, it's going to look like Zenfolio is taking that base cost of the product out. We're not taking it away from you. It's going to be deposited into either your PayPal or into your merchant account, however you have it set up to accept payments. We just show it being taken out. That way that the order report shows you an accurate representation of what your true profit is. We don't actually keep the money. We send it to you. We just show it in the report as being taken out so you can see what the profit is. Okay, next for categories, we're going to just get rid of this other products. We're going to hit edit, and I'm just going to choose print and hit select. I would keep at least one product category in here because it's helpful to have those in there. All right, we're going to scroll down. You can upload placeholder images if you want. Again, just like the description, I would not waste my time with this. It's not going to be shown in the Quick Shop, but if you use the Visit Shop page, this description does show on the Visit Shop. All right, we're just going to keep going down here. There's a medium or a small preview and then a large preview. And next, we're going to come to a number of items required for this product. And what this means is this is how many photos can your clients attach to this product. Now, since this is a single 8x10 print, I would leave both of these numbers set to 1. But if this was like a memory mate, or maybe it was a collage where we were going to let them choose multiple photos, that's where you would start changing these numbers around. Maybe you want to force them to pick 2 photos. So maybe it's like a memory mate where you want them to have to pick a team and an individual or to pick 2 photos. You can set it up that way. Maybe it's a collage, or maybe you're going to design them a custom collage and you'll say, you know what, I'm going to create you a collage that has anywhere from 3 up to 7 images on it. I just threw that number out there. So this way the client can pick a mixed number of images. They can do 3, it has to have 3, but they can choose all the way up to 7 images for that custom collage that maybe you were going to design. You can also set this to autofill from the entire gallery, and what it's going to do is choose the first 7 photos in the gallery if you want to do that. I usually leave it turned off because I want to let them have a choice. And since this is an 8x10 print, we're going to back down and change this both to 1 because it's a single image print. They only need to choose 1 photo for the product. Okay, minimum required resolution. If you have other photographers that work for you that are uploading their photos, this is handy to set up. This is going to require that that photo meet a specific resolution requirement. And if you're not sure what that is for your product, you can take the product dimensions, such as an 8x10. You can take 8 and 10, multiply those both by 300, and that will give you the minimum resolution size that that image needs to be. I'm not good at math, so I'm not going to be able to do that in my head. But if I took 8 and I multiplied it by 300, and then if I took a 10 and I multiplied it by 300, that would be my resolution size, which I think is going to be 2400 by 3000. If I got those numbers wrong, you could definitely make fun of me in the chat if you want to about my math. But that is how you figure that out. Now, I'm going to leave this off because I'm a one-man show, right? And I'm in control of my images. I'm uploading my full resolution images, and that's fine. Or if I'm uploading my low resolution images, I know that I have the full resolution file on hand, and since I'm fulfilling this product, I could easily just swap it out with the full resolution photo. Now, I am going to go down here and specify an aspect ratio and cropping. This is really helpful because if you let your clients crop the photo, you can actually download the order image cropped the way that they cropped it, which is really helpful when you go to actually fulfilling the order. So we're going to go here and we're going to say 8x10. And if you do this, it's really important that you check the option to allow the cropping rate, allow the cropping rectangle to be rotated. Basically, this product can be used as an 8x10 portrait orientated and an 8x10 landscape orientated. You can't see what I'm doing with my hands. It'll let them use them for both orientations. If you don't check this option right here, then you'll need to create a 10x8 aspect ratio print in addition to that. So this saves you from having to create an additional product. Okay, now next is shipping. And this is why I create some products first before I actually create shipping methods. I promise you all of this is going to come together and it's going to make sense. Bear with me. You're going to be really glad that you did because it's going to make a lot of sense when we bring it all together. But we're thinking about this as an 8x10. So if this was an 8x10 and I had to ship an 8x10 out, what size of a package would I say that that needed to ship in? Now, when it comes to these package sizes, this is self-fulfilled product. So these are not determined package sizes. What these are going to be are your shipping pricing tiers. So obviously, if you ship something in a smaller package, it's going to be cheaper to ship versus something that you're shipping in a larger package. So for an 8x10, let's say that I'm going to say that's going to ship out in a medium package, because if I were to sell 5x7s or 4x6s, they could ship out in a small package. All right, and so I have selected that. And we have that set up, and I'm just going to go in here and click Save. Now, you notice that it says no shipping method defined. That's perfectly fine. We're going to get to defining the shipping methods here in just a second, but we're going to create a few more products just because I want to show you how to use the shipping methods and how they work. All right, so what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to go and add product again, and this time we're going to say that this is a 4x6 print. I'm going to copy the title. We're going to go down here. We're going to leave this set to photos. I'm going to move through this a little quicker now. We're going to leave this set to photos. We're going to turn this option off. We're going to say that that cost us 29 cents. We're going to put that into the prints category right here. We're going to not use a placeholder image. It's a single print, so it's going to be one image per print product. Resolution requirements, we're going to leave that off. We're going to specify the aspect ratio, and we're going to say, did I say a 4x6 or a 5x7? 4x6. So we're going to say this is a 4x6, making sure to click that cropping rectangle to be rotated. And then we're going to say this product ships in a small package since it's smaller. Now again, those are not predetermined sizes. You need to also make sure that you're talking to however you're going to ship this, whether it's through the lab or if you're shipping yourself, you need to be talking to whoever you're going to use for shipping to get the cost and the sizes and all of that stuff figured out. All right, so we're going to hit save. So now I have a 4x6 that's shipping in a small package, an 8x10 that's shipping in a medium package. Let's create something really large to ship. So let's go add product. And this time, let's say that we're going to do a 20, hit cancel. This time, let's say that we're going to do a 20 by 30 print. And then we're just going to copy the title, paste it into the description. My mouse just died. We're going to paste it into the description here. There we go. And then we're going to scroll down, uncheck this option, and then let's say that that cost us, we'll say it cost us, I don't know, I'm making up a number here, $35. Okay, so that cost us $35. We're going to remove it from the other category, put it into the prints, hit select, and then we're going to go down here and set up our aspect ratio. So that is a 30 by 40. Why is it that I can never remember what size I made it? 20 by 30. Okay, so that's a 20 by 30 print. We're going to let the cropping rectangle be rotated. So we're going to select that option. And then we're going to say this ships in a large package. All right, and then we're going to hit save. So we've created 3 products, 20 by 30, a 4 by 6, and an 8 by 10. They each ship in a different shipping category or package size. So now let's talk about creating shipping methods. So that's where you're going to go here and create a shipping method. And so you want to think of a shipping method as a shipping speed, right? So your shipping package sizes are kind of the pricing tier within a specific shipping method or shipping speed. And you can have multiple shipping methods here. So let's say that you want to offer priority, overnight, or standard. Each one of those is going to be its own shipping method. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to create 2 shipping methods. So we're going to go add shipping method. The first thing we're going to do is just give this a title. We're going to say standard. And let's say that standard is 5 to 7 business days. All right. I'm putting that in the title because your clients are going to see this information during the checkout process. All right. So we have that in here. We're going to choose the the currency. If you're offering products internationally, you will need to create shipping methods in multiple currencies. And then what we're going to do is choose the package sizes that are available for this shipping method. Now, I recommend setting up each package size, even though currently I only have a product that uses the small, the medium, and the large. I'm going to go ahead and set up the extra large and the bulky, because what happens is if you don't do that now, let's say later on down the road, you create a product and you say, okay, this is like a, I don't know, a crazy, gigantic, big canvas. And you say, yeah, that's going to be really expensive to ship. Let me put that in the extra, extra large or the bulky package sizing. You do that, and then you forget to come in and add that package size option to your shipping methods. And then all of a sudden your clients can't purchase that because there's not a shipping method available for it. So it is really important that you have at least one shipping method that accommodates all of the package sizes. So we're going to go ahead and turn these on, and then we're going to set these up. So we're going to go back up here to the top. And so this is why I create shipping, all right, this is why I create products first, because now when we're putting in these pricing here, we have something to reference. Because if you remember, I said that a 4x6 ships in a small package. So now I can think, okay, if I'm going to ship a 4x6 out, how much is this going to cost me? And how many prints or 4x6 prints can I fit in one of these packages before I need to charge them for 2 packages? Now, the numbers that I'm going to be throwing out are just made up numbers. You need to talk to the lab. You need to talk to your shipping facility. However you're going to be shipping these, you need to figure these prices and these numbers out for real. Please don't take these as suggested prices. These are just thrown out here. You'll need to talk to a shipping company and the lab that you're going to use if you're going to have them ship. So let's say that for 4x6s, we're going to charge $3 for shipping, and we can fit up to 20 4x6 prints in one of those small packages. Now, what that means is that if the client orders 21, they're going to be charged for 2 packages. They're going to be charged $6 for 2 packages. All right. So we have this set up. So now let's go to medium package. Medium package is the 8x10. So let's say that for a medium package, we're going to charge $5. And then we're going to say, for an 8x10, we could fit 10 8x10s in a medium package. However, there's an additional field down here, and this is how many numbers of small packages could you fit inside of a medium package? And so if I set this number to 2, then back to this previous scenario, if a client's ordering 4x6s, if they order 21, instead of being charged $6 for shipping because it requires 2 small packages, they're going to get charged $5 because we're saying that we can fit 2 small packages into 1 medium package, and that's going to be the cheaper option for your client. So that's how it's going to work. So that is what that additional field is for. So then we're just going to move on down the line and make sure that we set all these up. So again, I'm throwing out random numbers. We're just going to keep moving down here and setting these up. So we're going to go down here. For large packages, let's say we're going to charge, I don't know, let's say 10. And let's say for those, we can fit maybe 5 products in there, but we can fit 2 medium packages. For extra large, maybe we're going to charge like 30. And maybe we'll do like 1 and 2. And for bulky items, let's charge 50. Like this is something crazy big. If you are in the car business and you're selling vans and you'll ship it to me for $50, please let me know and I will take you up on that offer. Again, just throwing numbers out here. Maximum number of items, let's do 1, and then let's say 2. All right. So again, the important thing is that you set a shipping method up that has a price per package size. That way, later on when you add it, you don't have to remember to come back in here and do this part. I promise this is going to make sense. I promise, promise, promise. Okay, so we're going to scroll down, and now the delivery locations. So right now we don't have any countries that we'll deliver to. What we're going to do is select United States and add it over here. You need to make sure that any country that you want to deliver to, you have added over into the selected country side. All right, and then we're going to save this right here. Okay, so now that is standard. Let's say that we want to offer maybe not really an overnight option, but maybe we want to offer a priority shipping, which would be like maybe 2 to 3 business days. Well, you need to create another shipping method. I'm going to go through this really fast. I just want to show you how to do it. So we're going to say add shipping method. We're going to call this one priority. And we're going to say 2 to 3 business days. All right. And now this is where you can limitate limitate. Is that a word? I don't know. You can limit what package sizes are available for this faster shipping method. So let's say maybe there's just no way it'll ever be affordable to ship those extra large packages through priority. So you could say, you know what, priority shipping is available for small and medium package sizes only. And then maybe you'd say, okay, for priority shipping, it's $6. That's 20 items. For medium packages, it's going to be, let's do 12, and that's 10 and 2. But priority is not available for these other package sizes. Then we're going to add in the US and hit save. So now we have those 2 shipping methods set up. No matter what product they choose, they're going to always see the standard 5 business day option shipping method, and your clients can select these. But if your clients are buying a product that ships in a small or medium package, they're going to have the option to choose standard or priority. All right. The important thing to note here is that all of these methods show up for all of your self-fulfilled products if they have a package size designated for them. So there's not a way to say, okay, this is free pickup at the school, but I only want it to be for this price list. The shipping methods apply to all of your self-fulfilled products. Okay, so we've created the products. We've created the shipping methods. Let's go in and create packages. Now, you can create packages as self-fulfilled products in here. However, what I recommend doing is I recommend creating the packages using our package feature. So what I would suggest doing is creating all of the items that you need for a la carte and everything that you need individually to create your packages, and then use Zenfolio's package feature to actually create those packages, which is what we're going to do right now. So we're going to go to selling, and then we're going to go to packages right here, and we're going to add a new package. Now I've got some random stuff in here, so let me kind of get rid of some of this stuff really quick. And then I don't even know what that one is. Let's see. Go back here. You know what? I'm just going to delete them all. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go add new package. And let's call this one package A. Now, if you guys have been watching for a while, you know that when it comes to titling packages, you want to make sure that you put information in there to let your clients know what is actually in that package. Because if you use Quick Shop, which I recommend doing, they're only going to see the product title, which is why it's so important to make sure that on your packages, you include a contents section in there. So this is package A. Package A is going to have one 8x10, and we're going to have, let's say, four 4x6s. All right. And so now if you title it like that, when your clients see this, they're going to know exactly what they're getting, and they're going to know that it's a package, and they're going to know exactly what's in that package. All right. So next we're going to choose what package type this is. Do we want to let this be, I smacked my hand. Do we want to let this be a single image package to where the photo that your client chooses is applied to all of the products in this package? Or do we want to let them pick and choose different options? That is up to you. You just need to choose which option you want here. I'm going to leave this set to single image package, but you can definitely switch to multi-image here. All right. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go down here. We're going to click add products. The first time you do that, usually you'll see all vendors. We're going to look for our self-fulfilled products. So you need to get out of the all vendor screen. So just click here. Click the very last option on the bottom, which should be your studio name. And then you're going to see your self-fulfilled products. Now, I categorized all of my stuff under prints because they were all prints. So I'm just going to click right here. And here are all of my print sizes. So let's grab that 8x10. Let's grab that 4x6. And then let me get this out of the way so you guys can see. We're going to click add selected products down here on the bottom. And now what we're going to do is just go in here and start bumping up the quantity. So I'm going to go right over here and we're going to say quantity. I'm going to bump this up to 4, just like we said up top. If I want to let my clients crop the photos, I can leave that turned on here. Otherwise, I can change it. I'm going to leave it turned on. And then down here, the quantity for the 8x10 is set to 1 because that is what we said came in this package. So now we're going to talk about the selling price of this package. All right, here's the base cost. This is being calculated by that product cost that we put into the products when we created them earlier. So 4 4x6s and 1 8x10, we told Zenfolio that was going to cost us $2.66. So that is where that information is being pulled right here. So now this is where we're going to set the selling price over here. So let's say we're going to sell this package for $20. So we're going to put $20 right here and hit next. And then we're going to hit next again and then done. Okay. So now we have a package created. We have our a la carte products created. We have our shipping methods created. Now it's time to bring all of this stuff together and apply it to a price list. All right. And then after that, we're going to do the most important step, which I should have shown you guys at first, was how to collect payment for this, because right now we're not collecting payment. I'm going to get to that here in a second. So we're going to bring all of the stuff that we just created together. We're going to put it on a price list. That's what it's actually going to make it available to your clients for purchase. So we're going to go to selling. Really quick, if you need to create a lot of packages, duplicate the package that you just created, and then you can add or remove stuff from it. One of the things that I recommend doing is if you have to create a lot of package options, create your absolute largest package first, duplicate it, remove the options, change the price, save, rinse and repeat that process till you have all of your packages created. Okay, moving on to the price list, which is what brings everything together and which what actually makes these available for purchase. So we're going to go to selling, we're going to go to price list, and then we're going to click add blank price list. For self-fulfilled products, you're always going to want to use a blank price list because you're offering your self-fulfilled products. So we're just going to call this one Robert's SFF, which stands for self-fulfilled. And then we're going to click add products. We're already on our name up here. So let's go grab a package. It's already priced. Let me switch over here so you guys can see. That package is already in here. So now we're going to go and add our items right here. So we're going to add our a la carte print items. We're going to add those down here. And now what we're going to do is we are going to set our pricing. Now, something that's really important to keep in mind, any of your self-fulfilled products, even though I designated these as prints and put them in the print category when we were creating them, all of the self-fulfilled products will always appear here in the other products category. This is not how it's going to appear to your client, just to you, so that it's easy for you to find your self-fulfilled products. But now it's time to set our pricing. So we can do this a couple of ways. We can use the pricing formula and do a fixed markup if we want. Do a percentage-based markup if you want to do that, if you're not sure. Or you can just come in here and manually set your selling price. So let's say for a 20 by 30, I want to charge 200. Let's say for a 4 by 6, we're going to charge $6. And let's say for an 8 by 10, we're going to charge 12. All right, these are not suggested prices. I'm just throwing some numbers out there. Please do your research. Make sure that you know your local market value and you know how to price your products accordingly. Okay, we have our print products. We have our packages set up. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go down here and set up our quick shop. Now, by default, it's set to automatically add 10 products over. I always turn this option off because I want to be strategic with how I set up my quick shop. So I'm going to click the first item, hold shift, click the last one, add them all over there, and then whatever I make the most money on, whatever has the highest profit margin, that's what I usually put up to the top because that's what I want my clients seeing and clicking on first. Now, you can have as many products as you want in your quick shop list. I would definitely try to be strategic with it. You don't want to overwhelm your clients with thousands of options. 10 to 20 is what I would really try to target for. Okay? All right. So now that we have this done, we're going to click save right here at the bottom. That's going to save that price list right here. And then what we're going to do before we actually assign this to a gallery, I'm going to show you guys how to set up to collect payments for your self-fulfilled products. Make sure that you guys stick around. I know it's long today. Make sure that you stick around because here in about 20 more minutes, I'm going to give you guys the clues for June's photo challenge before we sign off of the air today. So make sure that you hang out. Make sure that you get those photo clues so you can get a jump start on getting your image crafted for next month's photo contest, and you can hopefully win that free year of Zenfolio. Okay, back to self-fulfilled products. Now what we're going to do is decide how we're going to collect payment for these products. So we're going to go to our studio name right up here, go to account, and then you're going to go down to the bottom where it says selling, which is right over here by my head. And then you're going to click on collecting payment. And this is where you set up to collect payments for your self-fulfilled products. Now, depending on the account level that you have, you may only have 2 options or you might have 3. If you have a pro level account, you're going to be able to either collect the payments in person, which is the default option, or you can collect the payments through PayPal, and then you choose this and you enter your PayPal information here. Now, the way that works is when your clients choose the products and all of that stuff, when it comes time for them to actually enter their payment information, they are redirected to PayPal to complete the sell. If you have an advanced account, you have this third option, which is a merchant collection option, and this will let you use either Authorize.net or PayPal Payments Pro. Now, the big benefit to using a merchant account is that it actually integrates with Zenfolio so that your clients never leave your site. They're not redirected to PayPal. They do all of their payment information right on your site. So that is the difference between the two, is that the merchant account is integrated. The PayPal, your clients are actually rerouted to PayPal at the last minute to complete the transaction. Make sure that you go set this up. After you have this set up, click the save button, which I'm going to go back here. This option is for collecting the payments directly from your clients on your own, whether that's billing them through somebody like Square or collecting it in person. All right, so we're going to click save. All right, so far what we've done is we have created our self-fulfilled products. We've created the shipping method. We have created packages. We've brought everything together onto a price list. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through some of the process of how this works for you, how it works for your clients. We're going to go in and place some test orders. I'll show you how this works. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a client gallery. Let me just grab something really quick right here. Let's see. Let me just move this over to the right so you guys can see this. Move it right over here. We're going to grab the Wallace. Let's not do Wallace. Let's do the Fraser Wedding Gallery. So I'm going to click on that Fraser Wedding Gallery right here. And then let me just reset my browser. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to price list. I'm going to say allow ordering from my price list, and we're going to choose my self-fulfilled price list right here. All right. And then we're going to hit save. Now, I do a lot of playing around in here, breaking things, trying to break things. So I'm going to select all the photos, because I just want to make sure that all of my photos are following the gallery price list setting right here, and hit save. You only need to do that if you're like me and you go in there and you play around with stuff. By default, when you upload a gallery, the images inside of the gallery are set to follow the gallery settings. I manually change this so you don't have to worry about it if it's just something that you freshly uploaded. Okay, so now let's go in and place some test orders. Now, in order to do that, I need to create a coupon that will allow me to place some test orders. So I'm going to go to selling. We're going to go to coupons and campaigns. I'm going to click add new coupon, and I'm just going to call this coupon Robert Test 2. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to call this Test 2. I'm going to say discount products. I'm going to do 100% of a discount, and also 100% discount on the shipping as well. This way I can actually place these test orders without having to actually pay for something, because I just want to be able to show you how it works. Okay, so we have all this set up. We're going to go down here. I'm going to make sure that this is set to work with self-fulfilled products and all galleries, and I'm just going to go down here and make sure that it's set to no limit, so I can use this over and over again. Okay, so let's go to this gallery, the Fraser Wedding Gallery. Let's go to that, and let's get it opened up in a new incognito window where we can actually do some testing. So what I'm going to do is click on the gallery. We're going to go right here to access. I'm going to go to sharing. We're going to copy the URL, and then I'm going to open an incognito window. This way I can paste that in, and we can view this like an actual client. All right. So here we are looking at this like an actual client would see it. Now that's why I did an incognito window, because you have to do that to see this like a client. We're going to click on here. Here is the quick shop that I keep talking about over here, and here are all my self-fulfilled products. So let's say I want this as an 8x10. I'm going to add that to my cart. Let's go take a look at this. Let's say we want this one as a 4x6. And then let's say that we want this in package A here. Okay, so I have all of that stuff added to my package, and I'll just show you right up here. You can see the cart, how many items I have, not package. I have them all added into my cart. All right, so we're going to go in and just click on the cart icon. That's going to take us to view our cart. Here is where if we want to crop, we can. We can say edit the crop right here. We can say edit. And then since we put in those cropping dimensions for each of our products, this cropping rectangle maintains that aspect ratio. If we didn't have that, we would not be able to crop. So let's say we want to crop it into something like that. And then we're just going to save this down here, hit save again. And now that's going to save that crop right here and actually show it. Okay, so now let's check out. So we're going to go to proceed to checkout. All right. This is going to take us to where we can register an account. Now I'm going to check out as a guest. And then what I'm going to do here is just enter some information really quick. Robert, I'm going to do 102 blah blah. And then let's go down here. Let me get myself out of the way here so you guys can see. Email receipts. Now I'm placing a test order, so I'm just going to send this to zenvisitor@gmail.com. zenvisitor@gmail.com. And we're going to click continue to check out. We're going to use this address as is. All right. And this is where we get to choose those shipping methods that we selected. Now, it says right here, select your shipping method. I'm going to go ahead and swap it over to priority because I like my stuff fast. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply this coupon so you can actually see how this works. So I'm going to say test 2. I'm going to apply. That made the whole order free for me. So then I'm just going to continue to check out. And this is not going to reroute me to PayPal because I don't owe any money because I used the coupon. But at that point, that is where your clients would be rerouted to PayPal to actually complete the purchase. All right. Now, what happens in your account when this happens? Well, if we go back here and we refresh this window, I would have gotten an email. And then we should also... Did I finish the order? Let's make sure I finished it. I would have gotten an email, and then we would have also gotten, let's go in here and see. So maybe I didn't finish the order. Let me look and see. Orders. I probably forgot to finish the order. 1 second, let me go back and replace that order really quick. So let me just hop into here, get that gallery link, access, sharing. We're going to copy the URL. Incognito window. We're going to place that order again. I'm going to move really fast through this because I think I just didn't finish the process out. So we'll go here to buy. We're going to buy this. We're going to buy this. And then we'll just go to the cart and check out. So proceed to check out. And then I'm going to check out as a guest. And put my name, and then address, and then email, visitor@gmail.com. Continue to check out down here at the bottom. We're going to use our address as is. It's just kind of a verification process there. Let's just leave it to standard. Let's go ahead and apply that coupon code. So apply. So now I don't owe any money. I'm going to say continue to check out. Your order has not been placed. Please review the order down there. Okay, so I did forget to do that process. So what I need to do is I need to go down here and click place order right here. And now at that point, that is when your clients would be redirected to PayPal to complete the order. So I just kind of missed that last step that was down there at the bottom. Okay, so now once that happens, you're also going to get a notification in your account. So let me refresh this really quick. And you would have gotten an email as well. And then you're going to get a notification right here that says there's an order. You can click here and it'll actually show you the order. And for self-fulfilled products, you have to go through a process that's called accepting them. So you're going to click right here and you're going to accept the order. That's just a way of you letting the client know you've accepted their order. Now you can email them if you want, or you don't have to. Then you just put accept order. That process can also be automated. If you go back to your price list, you can turn that off to where you have to do that. I'll show you that in a second. But now we can take a look at this order. And what we can actually do is we can actually download the order information. Now, right now it's processing this. But what you can do is you can go here and you can say download order. And then you can tell the system to include all of the photos in the download. And then you can actually have it apply the cropping. Now it's processing the photos, so I can't have the cropping applied yet. Once that's done, then I can have the cropping applied. And what I'll get is I'll get a downloaded zip file that has the order information as a CSV file. So it tells me all of the information that's in there. And then it's going to have the images actually cropped. Now, just so you guys don't have to wait, I'm going to go ahead and say do not apply cropping. We're just going to go ahead and download that order information and we're going to save it. And then I'll bring that up and show you guys what that looks like. So first thing I'm going to do is let me just get into Google Sheets really quick because we're going to want to take a look at that. But let me just bring this over here so you guys can see this order information. All right. Trying to get there. Okay. So here is the window. Let me get a blank thing going here. So let's go to blank. All right. And then let me get that file up here. All right. So here is that file. It downloads as a zip file right here. And then we just need to unzip it. And then what you're going to get in there is you're going to get image files. Now, this did this to me last time. This is my fault. The image files that I have uploaded don't have file extensions. So when it downloads it without the file extensions. If you guys ever see this, all you have to do is add the file extension. This was my fault. The images that I uploaded, I removed the file extensions by accident. So all I'm doing is clicking on here, hitting rename, spacing over, and then adding .jpg so that it has its file extension. All right, so if you ever see that, that's how you fix that. But we get the images here, and then we get the order information. And let me show you what that order information looks like. So I'm just going to go to File, Import, Upload, and then we're going to upload that CSV file. So I'm just going to drag this in here, upload it. We're going to choose Replace Current Sheet, and you can take a look at what the order information actually looks like. So it has the product name, tells you which product it is, how many of those products they ordered, the product type, the file name for the actual product that was ordered, and then if you had changed the file name, it will give you the original file name, which I changed it and messed it all up. Not only that, it's also going to tell you the gallery that it came from. It's going to tell you the package. It's going to tell you all kinds of information, also to include the address, the shipping method selected, all of that stuff, and the email as well. So you'll have all of the information here that you need to actually fulfill that order. So once you have this information, that process is on you on how you want to fulfill it. So whether you're printing it yourself, packaging it up and shipping it to your clients, or you're taking that information and you're going through and ordering it through your account or ordering it through a local lab, you have all that information there. And then the last step is to come back in here after that order has shipped. You want to let your clients know that the order has shipped. You're going to come in here and say, hey, your order has shipped. You can email them and let them know. And you can even go in here and update this text if you want to. Mark it as shipped. And that's going to kind of the final process in that order. So now if we go back to selling and you look over here at orders, there's no more pending orders. Now, if you don't want to have to accept every single self-fulfilled order that comes in, you can go back to your self-fulfilled price list and you can actually turn that option off. So let me show you where that's at. We're going to go right in here. We're going to go to my self-fulfilled price list. We're going to go to the price list settings over here on the right, price list settings. And this is where you can say, I want my orders to be automatically approved. So for self-fulfilled, what it's going to do is it's going to automate that process of actually accepting the order, and you don't have to accept it. And so it's one less step that you have to do. You'll still get a notification that you get an order. You just don't have to click that accept button for each and every order. So it takes that step out of it. All right. And then once you make those changes, you can hit save. And that change you can control on a price list by price list basis. So you can have all of that set up to have one self-fulfilled price list have the automatic acceptance on, maybe for like volume jobs. And then for one, maybe it's a portrait job or something like that. You can have that price list not to do the automatic accept, where you have to go in there and automatically accept it for whatever reason you might have for doing that. All right, guys. So that is how that works. That is how you do self-fulfillment here on Zenfolio. Now, again, the payments are going to be collected one of three ways, either directly, so either going to your client, collecting it directly from your client, sending them an invoice from a third party or something like that, or it's going to be through PayPal by entering your PayPal information in the collecting payments section. Or if you have an advanced account, it's going to be through a merchant account, and that will be integrated in Zenfolio. You just have to get your merchant account information and get it set up there in your account, which is under your name, go to account, and then go to selling and collecting payments. Right here. This is where you do that. Now, the last thing that I'll show you guys before we jump off of here and get to the clues for the June photo contest, the last thing I'm going to show you guys is sales tax for self-fulfilled products. If you need to charge sales tax, you're going to go to your sales tax setting, say, yes, I want to collect sales tax, come in here, choose your state, and then just make sure that the self-fulfilled product option is selected. Now, when it comes to telling you how this should be set up, I can't tell you that. I'm not a tax professional. Most people use shipping destination, but there are other options in here. If you are in the state of California, this will automatically be taken care of for you. We collect your sales tax, we deposit it into your account. We don't report it or pay it out. That responsibility is on you, unless you live in California, and then that part is taken care of. Okay. 1 minute and 51 seconds left. I am so sorry, guys, that I'm not there to hang out with you guys live. I'm sure Richard has done an awesome job taking care of you guys today in chat. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you click that subscribe button. We do the live streams every Thursday, and then we do site reviews every Tuesday. Speaking of site reviews, I'm trying to get on those, guys. There's a lot of requests in there. I'm trying to push through them. Richard's going to be helping me out with some of those. So if you've submitted your site, please be patient. We're going to get to it as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for sending your sites into us to have us review them. If you're still hanging out with us, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. We want to keep being able to do these every week for you guys. Hopefully they're helpful. And if you find it helpful, just click that thumbs up button. Let us know that this content was helpful for you. All right, 1 minute left. So I want to leave you guys with this. This weekend, today, tomorrow, every day, make sure that you take some time to be an encouragement to somebody. Make sure that you are being there for the people who need you to be there for them, that you're helping them, that you're encouraging them. Say something positive to somebody today. Take time to notice a stranger and say something nice and actually hold a conversation. Put your phone down every once in a while, be in the moment, and let's not forget that there are people around us. And let's acknowledge those people as actual people, and let's make sure that we are working together to make this world a better place. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, or hanging out with Richard. I wish I was there. I'll be back next Thursday. Don't forget, June 6th, next Thursday, I'm going to announce the photo contest winner. Stick around for clues for the next photo contest coming up right now. Hey, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you click that subscribe button. And if you're watching the recorded version of this and you'd like to learn more about Zenfolio, I recommend watching some of the videos that you should see popping up on your screen.